Hey folks, this is Meet the Member, and this time we have...
Adam Chaumeton.
But it's not his first time, because we've filmed this before, haven't we, Adam?
We have, this is take 2.
Yes. And the sound didn't come out, so I do apologise. So Adam's going to give different answers, because he's seen Vicky, his wife's one. So now the answers might be slightly different.
Come back.
It'll be interesting. Well, you're a local lad.
Yes, yeah, no, I currently live in Penn, but grew up in Homer Green, Hazelmere area, so 5 minutes away, yeah.
And it's also interesting, of course, to note that you used to be the assistant pro,
Yes, yeah, so I worked here for 7 years. It's funny enough, it's about 7 years which I left here as well now, so yeah.
That's bizarre. And then went to a very, very lovely course.
Yeah, down at Woking in Surrey, which is gorgeous. I think it's ranked comfortably inside the top 50 in the UK now. It's really, really nice.
It looks really stunning. Weird first hole though. I don't like that first hole.
Yeah, it's a short par 4. Yeah, it's a funny one, but then you go into a monster par 3 straight away afterwards. Yeah.
I think we only ever quickly did. Yeah, actually we did 1 and 2, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
What do you or did you do for a living if you're retired, Adam?
Unfortunately, I haven't retired. No, I've been in recruitment now for 7 years.
Okay. Enjoying it?
Yeah, it's hard work, really hard work, but it's also rewarding at the same time, and means I get to play more, probably play more golf now than I did when I worked in it.
But it's very different to golf, isn't it, in terms of that kind of corporate world?
Definitely.
Yeah, so it must have been a hell of an adjustment when you did it.
It was going into an office when you used to mill around a pro shop all the day and watching golf swings and stuff. It's very different, but I think there's definite similarities as well. The competitive side to what I do now, I think, comes from being involved in sports as well. So there's very different but similarities at the same time.
That's really good. What is your playing handicap?
So I'm off 1 currently.
Yeah, so this isn't fair. This is the second Meet the Member now. It's +3 and then 1. I mean, we need some high handicappers on this.
I'm working my way up. Unfortunately, due to the new system, I just crept out to 3, and I was quite happy about that. And then
they took 2 off you.
Took 2 off me in the new system.
I like this. How long have you been a member?
So pretty much since you left. So probably nearly 7 years. Yeah.
And because I don't know a lot about this, you gave up your pro status.
Yes. So I've over the last 3 years now, I decided I was probably never going to go back into
the business.
Work into the business. So it meant, unfortunately, I haven't been given a scratch handicap at the pros. I've given too much money away. So
what does that entail? Do you just write a letter and say, or do you just declare from the top of a hill, I'm no longer a pro?
No, unfortunately, you have to apply to the R&A, and depending on how long you'd been a professional golfer for, dictates how long it takes you for your full status to come back. So because I've been classified as a pro for about 11 years, it took just over 2 years to get it back.
Oh, wow, that's really interesting. Yeah. So they make sure that you can't just become dodging and do stuff.
You can flip back twice, I think, that's it. Once you've done it, yeah.
That's interesting. The all-important question, family.
Yeah, so obviously married to Vicky, and we've got a 17-month-old Ava. Yeah, so it keeps us busy.
Keen golfer, Ava. I saw her the other day.
So her first word was ball, so she's either kicking or trying to strike something. So no, it's good fun.
I'm tempted to just gloss over the next one, which is which football club do you support?
So I'm a Chelsea fan, disappointed after yesterday, but I've been a season ticket holder for 10 years.
Yes, I saw Booney there. What did he, 5-2 loss?
To
a top-rated team, apparently.
Yeah, the West Brom are a good team.
So, what do you love about Flackwell, Adam? Whether it be the clubhouse, the greens, whatever comes to mind?
I think it's the people, too, and that's where, compared to where I grew up playing golf, which is a lovely golf course, Jervis Cross, and when I came to work here, it's the social side to the golf as well. So going out and playing and having a bit of banter on the golf course, but I've got a good group of guys who I play a lot of golf with now. We go on trips away and that kind of thing. So that's what I love about this place. Yeah.
What would you change if you could?
I think it's probably around the clubhouse and the feeling of actually what we could utilise it better and involve the community locally probably better than we can.
It's actually good with the angle that people can see is the porch area. It would be nice if we had a bigger patio area, wouldn't it?
I think the challenge is you've got golf balls flying around your ears all the time as well. So it's a bit, that's the challenge a bit. But I think it's making the whole club more accessible to families and I think we talked about it the last time is like we've got the big dining room area
that no one uses.
90% of the time.
Turn it into a coffee shop, I think we said last time.
Exactly, and you think it's got the best views of the golf course on that side. So
absolutely.
You just think we could utilise that better. But again, likewise, I think it's becoming, in the last couple of years, it's becoming more easier for people to get involved.
I think it'd be really cool if we can get more of a family atmosphere in, you know, so Vicky can come down with Ava, or you can come down with Ava while waiting for Vicky and have a coffee shop and, as you say, stand by the window and look out. And just get that feel of having kids running around, and much more like the American model.
Yeah, and I think that would be great. I mean, to be fair, whenever we've had Ava, when we've been able to during COVID, it's only once or twice, but it's the members are great, and they quite like to see her as well. But I think that's the good thing to, I say, hopefully as things ease, the more we can do that, the better.
And hopefully doing this kind of stuff appeals to the younger generation as well as the older generations. It's a weird thing about golf, isn't it? The demographic is so vast.
Oh, yeah.
It's just how you appeal to everybody is really hard.
And I think if you try and do it all you get it, you never will. So I think you've got to get the core things right, isn't it? Yeah.
We've learned that from this doing the YouTube, is the comments you get it's across the board. It's quite interesting, the different things. It's quite fascinating. So, interesting fact about yourself.
So probably what we already talked about. So I'm married to a professional golfer.
Yes, the best golfer in her household apparently.
She's definitely the most consistent in our household. I reckon I've got a lower score in me than she has, but probably she'll beat me more often than. And she always saves a good goal for me as well. We'll see tomorrow. Actually, we're playing tomorrow.
But that's brilliant. It must make it really easy. You can actually watch the Masters without any complaints.
That's true. It's true. Get away with it.
Great advantage. Marry someone who plays golf.
She's not so interested in the football, which is on all the time.
Can't blame her there. Okay, we're going to finish with a quick fire 5.
Cool.
Best hole?
I enjoy the 10th.
10th. What do you think is your favourite hole? Is a 10th? What would you say? Because I liked what David did there. So what's your best hole? Best golf hole? Because you're a golfer.
The 8th. I think that's the best part. One of the
best par 3s probably in the county, I'd say.
If you hit a good shot, it can be rewarded.
Yeah.
Green's still really tricky, but if you hit a bad shot, it's very difficult to get up and down.
Worst hole for you and the hardest hole?
I think the worst hole for me is 6.
Yes, because you have to fade it.
Yeah,
it's just tiny green. That is really small.
And probably the weakest hole. It's a tough one. I mean,
for me, it's 14. I think it's the weakest hole.
I mean, 4's unique.
Yeah. Risk reward. Can you reach it?
I really have to get. I'm not that long.
You have to go for it.
But I always try and get it up there. I think from a lower handicapper's perspective, it's kind of those holes where it can get eaten up quite easy, quite good. And I don't like that. I think it's the rest of the course you have to think about your way around the golf course.
That one, you're either hitting an iron or going a driver.
Exactly.
Lager, ale, wine, water, or all of the above?
Definitely lager for me.
Lager, good. Yeah. Play early or play late?
Late.
Cool. Best course you've ever played?
Very fortunate to play both the courses at Sunnydale would be my... If I could play anywhere first in my life, it would be there.
Yeah, after you've said it, we're going to try and get there this summer.
Yeah.
I definitely want to go and play it now.
It's lovely.
Do you know how many people have said it on these Meet the Members? There's loads and loads and loads.
It's just unique. It's one of those places. It's got history. It's lovely. Yeah.
Adam, thank you very much. Guys, we're going to try and convince Vicky, Ava and Adam to do like a little family thing about how you get your daughter into golf, how it works for a young family, the timings, how do you play golf, just as an interesting little feature throughout the year. Probably meet up with them 4 or 5 times throughout the year and just get an update on what's happening. We won't call it the Adams family. That'll just be...
Frankenstein,
We'll come up with a name and then we'll just chat to you guys 3 or 4 times a year and just get an update on Ava, get how's her golf coming, how you guys see and whether we're seeing changes happening. If that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
I just think it'll be a really good feature to try and... It'd be great to get out there, other people can see a young family doing it.
Yeah.
And then go, okay, if they can do it, then maybe we can do it and just bring the family atmosphere
No,
in.
Definitely. More than happy to. Yeah,
awesome.
That's cool.
Adam, thank you very much.
Yeah, no
Appreciate
problem.
it, mate.
Thank you.